an interview for a promotion, which is I'm flabbergasted that they wanted me to go for it, which is lovely. But yeah, it's same office, same people. All it entails is I get paid more money if I get this job, and I will have a few people working under me. So yeah, it's not management, but it's a next step up for me. Woo! Oh, bumpy roads in Norfolk. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if I get there, get on, and if they think I am right for it. But of course there are other people as well going for the job, so we will wait and see. I'll update you. Well, I think that interview went rather well. I answered all the right questions. Well, I thought that I answered the questions well. I did Google interview questions just for a little help, and one of my questions was, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I used Google Answer. It was great. That I really felt rather proud of myself because they seemed impressed. I did meet someone new, which I hadn't met before, who was interviewing, which was it's quite nice actually. It means that you've got to, they don't know you from anyone, so it is purely they're meeting you for the first time, and it's like that. Where my other two people who were interviewing me, they were people I already work with and know, so that was interesting. But yeah, I think it went rather well. I was rather chuffed, even though I say myself, but I've got to wait to see if I do get the position. But hey, there we are. But going with this new position, I have had to look at getting a different vehicle, because even though I love my Astra GT Coupe, which I had for, worked out 19 years. It was a 22-year-old car, but I had it for 19 years and I absolutely loved it. But driving around the countryside and needed to answer the phone, I need a more modern car with certain technology. So I did have to sell my car, and it's gone to someone who I think is going to very much enjoy it. He loved it when he saw it. He's only in his late 20s, so he's quite a few years older than the actual car itself, but he did love it. So sold it. He's very happy. He's also sent me some photographs since he's purchased it, and yeah, it's gone, it's out of my life. But I'm in a newer car at the moment, but it's not the car that I'm having, because I purchased a car. I think I'm working this one out 6 weeks ago, but I need to tell you a story about that. Now, I have pulled over because I have to tell you this story about my new car. Pull up, turn off, get those. This story of my new car to me, but not brand new to me, started 39 days ago, and yes, I needed the new car. I went to a garage and the salesman came out and he asked the question, how can I help? And I said, what's the difference between that car, that car, that car and that car? Because they're all very similar. And he did try and explain certain things, but he wanted to know what kind of car I had to start with and what I was looking for. And in the end, I sat in a few cars. One of them was one like this, and then there was another one which was a hybrid. And I thought, modern era, possibly go with a hybrid. And I thought, I'll give it a go. So I test drove a hybrid, and it went. It had, I must admit, all the bells and whistles. It was the top notch of this particular make. It was 5 years old, and I liked it. So I bought it, went and picked it up, drove it around for a few days. It was 3 days in total. Went to start it the next day, the 4th day, nothing. Oh, it's day 3, sorry, day 3, get it right. Day 3, and nothing. The fob didn't work, nothing opened in the car. I had to then get the emergency key out and do this. Strange way of starting the car up, but it started. Drove it to the garage, and I said, this has happened. They went, oh, that shouldn't do that. Then I said, well, you need to fix it because I can't have a car like this. Perfect. They said, yeah, we left it with them. And I left it with them for 35 days. They did give me a courtesy car, but they found one issue, which was a software issue, which they did a software update within the first week. And you're thinking, surely you would have done a software update before you gave it to me. But anyway, so that's resolved one issue, but there was still another drain. It's because the battery kept on going flat. So every time they tested something out, they had to then drain the car or drain the battery, redo it. Still happened. So in the end, I'd given them a month with the car. They still hadn't resolved it. So I said, that's fine. You've given me a courtesy car. I quite like the courtesy car. It hasn't got all the bells and whistles, which I do like. This is the kind of a poverty spec. So I said, can you start looking into something else for me? In the meantime, I looked online. I found a car that I liked. They got it in. I test drove it. I very much like it. And I collect that car soon, which I am very much looking forward to. So I'll have a new vehicle to my fleet. For my job, I will have modern technology, and it's one of these, but not one of those. It's not this. There's something to it. You'll see the difference. See? I told you you'd see the difference. And I think I've got the sound working properly now. Fingers crossed. So yeah, it's red, not black, it's red. So you can definitely tell it's a different car. It's got a sunroof, which I haven't had in a very, very long time. Actually, I don't think I've had a sunroof in any of my cars. Oh no, I have. I had a Tigra, which I called Tiggy. So that had a sunroof. That was actually, I did like that car. Yeah. Yeah, happy memories of that car. But anyway, yeah, this car, there is a lot of difference. I've got a radio that actually works because my other radio was a bit intermittent. But I found that one out because charging my phone, I had a 12 volt electric, now what's it called? The lighter thingy in the car. I had a charger in that, and I always had that permanently in, and it wasn't until it came out that the radio then worked properly and I didn't get interference. Amazing. Had it 19 years. We won't go there. What else has this got? It's an automatic to drive. The boot is a push button, and on the key it's push button as well. There's so much. But the main thing is, the big thing is the communications. It's all electric in there. So my phone's connected. So if I'm out on the road during work, people can ring me and I can talk to them. I can answer phone calls, which is the important thing. But yeah, I love it. It's just got all the bells and whistles and extra things that I didn't have in my old car. And it's not until you get a new car that it's just amazing. Okay, it's an automatic. My old car was 5 gears, this is 7 gears. The technology, yes, it's amazing. There's heated seats, there's heated steering wheel. Yes, I've got aircon, but I had aircon in my old one. So, but I've got the bonus of the sunroof. And then there's automatic seat adjustment, which is set for more than one person. So yeah, I I love it. That's the best thing I can say, really. And warranty wise, I have 5 years warranty with this. So if anything goes wrong, it's then straight back to the manufacturer or the garage I purchased it from, and they will then sort it out. Where with the other car, because it was a battery issue which was draining very quickly, and then there was a slow drain on the battery, and I have said to them, I would like to know, if you ever find out what the issue is, please let me know. Just out of my own curiosity, I think, really, because I did like the other car, but this one, love it completely. And you'll probably see it in some more video footage at some point. But anyway, I think it's time for me to get going, so I will see you possibly in a bit more of another video a bit later. I love this feature. Moves the chair back for me to get out, and then it sorts out the chair into my driving position. So, also need to actually, hold on, start the car, and then just want to close the sunroof because I know that's going to cause havoc with. Actually, I'll leave that. No, I won't. There we go. So, right. Ooh. Just need to get out of a certain. There we go. Now, there's loads of things that I forgot while I was outside talking to you about other bits and pieces. So there's the road assist, which I need to turn off. So I haven't got that because that always is there. It's not road assist. I can't remember. It's one way it tells you if you're going over to the central lane thing. But that one I always turn off. And then this is a sharp junction. Right. There we go. So I have central locking when I pull away, which is lovely. I've got a big screen with loads of information. Then I've also got computerized dash in front of me, which I can swap to give me other information, but it tells me per journey, miles per gallon, fuel economy, things like that. Got cruise control. Yes, I had that in my very old car, but I've got that here. But of course I've got what else? The communication, adaptive cruise, which I didn't have before. There's so much. And rear cam. If I press that, then no, not that one. That one. Got to get the right button, then it shows what's happening behind, but of course that really is very distracting, and it makes me feel a bit sick as well if I look at that. I am going to very much enjoy driving this car and spending a bit more time driving around. If I get the new job, I still haven't heard at the moment, but I am enjoying my position here and just how the car feels. And talking about if I do get that job, well, I'm still in the same company. Looking for, you might be able to help me here. I'm always on the lookout for locations for filming or photo shoots, venues basically for people to come and be able to hire out also for television as well, and for me to come and have a view, see what it's like, and then I can possibly put it onto the books. But of course, it's got to be within distance that I can get to see. I can't travel to America or the rest of the world for things like that. It's got to be UK based. So by all means, contact me, message me, and if there is anything suitable, then there's a good possibility I will come out and see. It's meant to be sunny. It was chucking it down with rain earlier. So I brought these in, even though they're waterproof, I brought them in, and then so I'm just putting them back out. However, I do have some rather sad news. As most of you know, I have 3 cats. Well, I'm down to 2 now. I have Madam, who is always in all of my videos, and I have my black and white cat, who does not get on with Madam. And then I had my tabby cat. And my tabby cat, 17 years old, and 10 months to the day, we then had to have him put down. It's alright, there's a way of putting these cushions on. And Tabby to cat, who is named Titch. He was my baby all the way from a kitten, because he was 8 weeks old when we got him. And when I got him, he found out that he actually passed away. Sorry, no, get this right, the right way around. He was born the weekend that my previous old cat died. So it was a continuation. So he was born in July and we picked him up in the September. And we actually picked him up with his brother. Ooh. So we had the 2 of them for 5 years together. I'm trying to work this one out now. Yeah. 14. No, 3 years together. And then his brother disappeared. And that's when we then got the black and white cat. But Titch was the most lovable, cuddly, skittish, ran away, but also wanted lots of loving. Oh. And he was my baby, definitely. That one. And the baby he also, of course, went through all of my breast cancer with me, because I am 15 years cancer free this year. And so he actually helped me convalesce and recover, because he was just always there, wanting to be near me, either having a cuddle, sitting on my lap, or he was just by the side of me, so I could constantly just gently stroke him. And just by stroking that animal, a pet, while you're trying to just convalesce, is just the most calming, I think. And we just got this bond together during those months. Oh, trying to be clever. I do 3 at once now. Oh. So yeah, it's been a sad time not having him about, enjoying the garden like our other 2 do, and Madam very much likes sleeping on these cushions day or night while they're out. There we go. So, but there's many happy memories with Titch. From him playing with his brother, and then getting to know these 2 as they came along. And even though she's 7, which I can't believe, she brought a new bit of energy and life to Titch because she wanted to play. And if she wanted to play and Titch was about, then they played together. We had a light pen, which they very much liked playing together. And they got on very, very well. Yes. So I now have currently Titch. We had him cremated so that I can then he's going to be scattered under a plant. I know the plant I want, but I can't get the plant until I think sometime next year. But I'll get a plant, and I then, because I've got to, I can't grow it from seed, unfortunately. So I need to get that plant, and then he'll go in the front garden with him underneath, because he loved the front garden. He loved roaming. So that's where my Titch will go. So there we are. Just a little bit of sad news. That way. 1414148. I am just measuring because 147. Do that. Write that down so I can remember. I have a man coming round to sort out my gutterings on the main house because they leak. They've been up there a few years, but they leak. And if you look at the top there, just by the leaf, you can see that there's a little bit of a divot. It instead of it should gradually go like that, but it goes like that, and it's just at the join of the 2 guttering points, and where that drops, it's just immediately above my back door. So when it really downpours with rain, I get a load of water coming from the guttering down. So when it rains, get absolutely downpour onto the back step and the back door, so I can't come out. But also my cats don't want to come into the house either, because of course I've got a cat flap there, and they would get absolutely drenched when they're doing it. So I have a man who's coming to sort my front and rear guttering out for me, but at the same time he said about getting guttering sorted for the shed. And talking about sheds, the shed, you may see it looks a tiny bit different because there was a long story. Got it leaked, replaced, leaked not as much but still leaked, And so then the gentleman who's coming to do the guttering, he then said, why don't we put another layer of board over the top? So it's membraned, and then this boarding is feather edge board. So he did that for me, but of course I still need guttering along either side and down the back. So he's going to do that. So hence tape measure, because I was just sorting that out, measuring to get all of those ordered. So, but what I have been looking online for was the guttering on the house is square, and the price of square guttering compared to the normal curve guttering, astronomical distance. It's double the price. It's just ridiculous. So I have decided I'm going to go for black guttering here instead of the white, which is on the house, and it's going to be curved. It's just going to be far easier for me, but it's just one of those things. But it means then this patch of ground I dug over, and I wasn't going to put any plants in because I knew this needed to be done. And then once I knew that the guttering needed doing as well, I thought I'm still not going to put any plants in. So it's had nothing in there for the whole of this summer, unfortunately. But what happens is the water from the roof, it just splashes down, hits there, and then it just splashes back up. So you then just get this dampness there. So having the guttering will actually improve it. Now the other thing is, look at these. I'm going to put that down again. I've got my sunflowers again, and that one is a multi. Hold on, put my foot somewhere. Look at this. It's a multi. It was from the same packet of seeds, but this is multi, and I've got loads of them all coming up here. So hopefully they will all flower at some point. But the seeds that I planted were for giant sunflowers, which this one was. I've only had one giant sunflower. So again, it's a lovely big size. So they are slowly drying off, and so I'll get some more sunflower seeds from them. But that is really heavy, so no wonder that's been dropping like that. But yeah, I've got multis again. So once the sunflower's had it's done its bloom, it seems to dry off and then go down like that. So I am going to continue measuring. Oh, and the other, one other thing that I've realised once I've been doing, since I've had this garden, is during winter months, this area here, because it's on a little bit of a slope, you might see it's on a bit of a slope at the back, it does actually get very waterlogged in this area. So my chap who did the whole of my garden for me and created what I've got now, or the bare bones of it, he's coming back, and I'm going to have this bit, round about this bit, I'm going to have some same slabs, patio slabs put in there, so that I don't just start making a quagmire every time I walk over here to go into the shed. But other than that, it's the last warmish day. We've started to get showers now every day, which is a shame, but the ground so needs it. So another little update of what's been going on in my garden. I am off to a cocktail party, which is a lovely change. And so dressed up, just got to get my shoes on now. Oh, it's an afternoon cocktail party. Oh, one of my little problems at the moment, I think that's the easiest way to put it. I am suffering with my change at the moment, and my change has caused me many issues. One of them is swelling of feet and hands. And I know these shoes fit me because I've worn them, but it's just getting them on. It's as if I have to have a whole new wardrobe of things for different events because of, no, that's not right. Oh, because of the swelling of my feet. And also, I'm not looking forward to winter when I have to start wearing gloves again. Because, hold on. Sorry, I'm just getting my foot right. There we go. My hands, again, swell and ache. However, I do need to say a thank you to one fan. Because they suggested to use cod liver oil on my hands at night while I sleep, and my hands have very much improved. I must admit I was very sceptical. I thought it wasn't going to happen, but or I wasn't going to see an improvement, shall I say, but I have. So I am continually using my cod liver oil at night so that I can do a lot more work with my hands, i.e. my gardening, which you know I always love. So yes, I'm very, very lucky. So that has helped. So sorry, I can't remember your name, but thank you very, very much. That has helped. Doesn't help the swelling of the feet. But there. So, ready for a cocktail party, which is an afternoon cocktail party, very different. And we have beautiful weather as well. So hopefully it will stay warm for the early part of the evening. So I will see you next time.